All right, good morning everyone. You can see we are hitched up, getting ready to go here. Now, I know most people will say that when they stay hitched up overnight, they leave their pigtail in because the truck supposedly will not have its battery drained with the pigtail connected, but I don't trust that. So I always disconnect my pigtail at night. But here's a pro tip for you guys. Whenever you deviate something substantially, I always take my seatbelt and I wrap it through the steering wheel, and that's my visual reminder that something has deviated from our normal practice. And we'll run through the standard checklist, which of course is around my neck here, and we'll get things going. Hopefully today we'll move more than 3 feet. Well, that got off pretty good. We've gone 1.4 miles, so we've gone 1.399 miles further than we did last time, which is good. Yeah, so we're off. Our plan today is to head down to Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so one of the things that we always do whenever towing is usually about 30 to 50 miles after the start of our tow, we'll always pull off to a rest area or someplace that's safe and just do an inspection of the rig. I have my infrared temperature sensor, so I'll go around and check temperatures for tires. I'm really just looking for something unusual. You know, it depends upon the temperature. There's no absolute temperature for a tire. That just read 100.5 degrees. I'm just looking for something funky. So I'm gonna go around to the other truck. 101.5. I'll inspect my hitch just to make sure everything's looking good there. And then I'll come around to the Airstream and do the same. And I'll touch the hubs too, just should something be wrong with, say, the wheel bearings, just to make sure that they're warm as well. Not warm. 77, 77.5. So we're looking good. Cindy's gonna do a quick inspection on the inside, and we're gonna keep our trip going here, but that's kind of our first stop on a typical travel day for us. Well, we have definitely made it further than we did when we tried to get out before.
Yes.
If you saw our other video, which I'll link above here, we made it about 3 feet our first attempt at this spring airstreaming trip.
So we're now in Pennsylvania.
So the truck is doing great. This is our first tow with the new truck, getting used to it. And it's, first of all, it's super comfortable.
Yeah, super comfortable.
And we're getting about 11.7 to 11.8 miles per gallon.
Is that pretty good?
The other truck the old truck got between 9.5 and 10.5, so it's definitely a little bit more efficient than the older truck. And it's just fun, all the cool little stuff. You know, my transmission temperature runs at 196 degrees when the truck isn't pulling anything, and it's doing about 206 degrees. So to me, you know, a 10-degree difference over the course of let's see, we've been pulling for 5 hours. You know, 10 degrees or less, that's not too shabby.
We're about 100 miles from our stop for the night.
Yes, we're going to be stopping off in Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
All right, so we're all set up, sort of, except that we got a rain shower coming through, and it looks like it's not going to be going away anytime soon.
And as you can see, we're kind of going to stay hitched up tonight.
Yep.
The next day, we traveled the 349.2 miles from Carlisle, Pennsylvania to the KOA at Fancy Gap, Virginia. I was really looking forward to this tow because I wanted to see how the truck was going to perform pulling up the steep hills to Fancy Gap, and the Luv truck did awesome. I am so happy with our new tow vehicle, and I'm looking forward to many, many years down the road.
Okay, so we are here at Fancy Gap, Virginia, at the Fancy Gap KOA, and we're here. It was like super expensive. It was like $54, but we're here really for nostalgic reasons. Because when we bought our Airstream 17 years ago, the first night we ever spent in it, the first night we ever camped, was, I think, maybe even the site.
I don't know about that, but it's pretty close.
And so
It was a dark and misty night.
Yeah, it was foggy, rainy, and tonight it is gorgeous. We're here in our shorts. It's 81 degrees, sunny outside, so we had an uneventful trip.
Yep.
350 miles exactly from Carlisle, Pennsylvania to Fancy Gap, which is our sweet spot, as I said before. But anyway, we're here making our way south. Tomorrow should be Georgia, and we'll check in with you there.
Yep.
No plan survives first contact with implementation. Well, we were going to head off to the top of Georgia Airstream Park, but we decided it's a little bit out of the way. We're going to change routes, and we are now at Magnolia Springs State Park in Georgia, and it is absolutely gorgeous. First of all, I'll switch into out of selfie mode here. Look at this nice, wonderfully huge campground site with woods. We are level, so we can stay hitched up for the night. Walk up, get a nice view. Look at this pull-in, super easy, and you can see there's a couple campers here, but it's, again, it's so wide, so nice. Looks like there's a lake. You can see the sub site. 30 amp water, no sewer, but that's cool. Don't need sewer. It's almost half the price of what Fancy Gap and Carlisle were. And look at that site. So this is Magnolia Springs State Park in the Hinter Woods of Georgia. And I'll get you some more updates tomorrow. But right now we're gonna fire up the grill and do some grilling and chilling. So we've got our fire going, and Cindy, if you guys have watched my videos, you know how I like picnic tables, how I consider them useless.
We usually move them out of the way.
How about this one, C? Did we try and move this one?
I don't think we're going to try to move this one. I think this one's staying where it's going to be for a good long time.
So what's going to be on the grill tonight?
We're going to have chicken and some roasted potatoes and some baby bok choy.
Sounds good. Beautiful night.
It is. Gorgeous campground too.
You can see our water and electric hookup there. Pretty standard.
Yeah. Look how big these sites are. I mean, there's people are not like on top of each other. It's so nice.
And we just booked our site for Little Okalamaguchongo or something.
Okamokachoki?
Something like that. For tomorrow, for 2 nights, when we hit the Vidalia Onion Festival. But now, it's grilling and chilling.
That's what we do best. Cheers.
Okay, we are pulling in, and here is a pro tip I'm going to give you guys. When you pull into your site before backing in, remove your anti-sway bar. And the reason we do this is because you can see you've only got that much movement as the truck pivots this way. And at Magantagunk Campground in Maine, we had a super tight pull-in, and maybe we overmoved a little bit, but we snapped the ball right there. That thing's designed to shear off, and we snapped it. So after that, every single time, we remove our sway bar. Okay, we are at Little Okalamaguchongo State Park in Georgia. And you can see our campground here. You can see Cindy. We're about ready to go for a walk. We'll check things out here. It's kind of a weird campground site.
Well, look how awning has to be.
Yeah, it's really super narrow in the back, if you look. And then it widens out. So our awning doesn't really fit our mat, which is kind of odd. You kind of see how that site looks here, how it gets.
But check out how I greased it.
So let's check out how Cindy backed us in. We have our stupid picnic table that I hate.
So that we have maximum awning.
We have our new hitch lock, which I'm not sure is really needed, but I know Cindy greased us.
Check it out. Don't try that at home. Right, we are approaching Land Yacht Harbor.
Arriving at address 201
I
on
think
left.
it's on the left.
like we see Airstream, so this is the end destination of our trip.
This is Land Yacht Harbor.
Yay.
Look at all the Airstreams.
So we are here at Land Yacht Harbor in Melbourne, Florida, and as you can see, it is a work day. I always laugh when YouTubers say they've got work to do as they sit at their laptop in these beautiful places, but that's what I'm gonna say. So after 1,542.3 miles,
All the way from Vermont.
our southern journey has
Started.
definitely started, and we're here for a couple days to explore the Melbourne area and to just kind of relax in the warmth. So,
Couple beach days maybe.
yep, absolutely. I'm looking forward to hitting the beach. We brought our big umbrella, so if you enjoyed our video,
Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see, and leave us a comment.
yep, and so we come out with Airstreaming and RV related content every Tuesday, and we hope to see you next week. So we'll have some stuff from probably the Vidalia Onion Festival in Vidalia, Georgia next week, so join us then.
Should be exciting. Thanks for watching.
See ya!